You nervous?
No, I'm not.
Sure?
100%.
What do you hope to achieve from this interview?
Good question. To speak about myself, you know, I'm not gonna hiding nothing. I'm not pretend to be another person.
You're a brilliant footballer. You're obviously very famous. But if Instagram is the currency of fame, you're number one by miles. You have 182 million followers. Ariana Grande is second with 164 million. Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Beyonce. Lionel Messi only has 130 million. David Beckham only has 58 million. You're 3 times as big as David Beckham. When you hear that, it's gonna feel weird, isn't it?
To be honest, for me, don't surprise me. I know what I am. All my life, what I did and what I do, it's because I have passion. For example, 75% of my life is football. The rest is, you know, my family and friends. And
you like being number one, don't you, Cristiano?
Yes, of course.
I mean, you don't want to be number 2, do you? If I sat here and said, if I said to you, you're the second most followed person on
Instagram, if I will be the 3rd or 4th, for me it doesn't matter. In my job, yes. In my job, yes. I want to be the number 1.
Fame is a very double-edged sword, isn't it? You know, I know that part of you, I can tell, loves the attention, the adulation, the fame. Being Cristiano Ronaldo must be, for a lot of the time, incredible. But there must be a lot of times as well when it's completely suffocating. You know, you can't really go out in Turin because the moment you do, there are thousands of people. What's it like, the reality of being you, good and bad?
Piers, to be honest, it's boring. You have a part that it's fantastic, that you're famous, you are a fantastic player, you win trophies, you score goals, you are on the first page of the paper and television. But after 10 years, you know, you look the life in a different way. You have girlfriend, you have kids, you want some privacy. The last 10 years, my privacy is gone. I'm not gonna cry, but if you ask me, I'm 1.5 years here. You know how many times I'll go to the parking with my kids? You know?
Tell me.
0.
Not once?
Not once.
Because you can't?
If I go, it will come like 20 people. The kids will be like nervous. I will be nervous. My girlfriend will be nervous. And when you are at public places, it's hard. You know, you have to maintain a little bit posture. If you put the finger in the nose, they're gonna take pictures. You cannot be yourself, which is boring, you know? But what I'm gonna do is, it's too late to change and you have to adapt what you are.
Your great friend, Ricardo, said to me a great story that on New Year's Eve in 2009, you decided to go out to a club. You wanted to go to a club. And he showed us the picture. You went in disguise.
It was New Eve, and I spoke with Ricky. I said, Ricky, we have to do something. I said, we have to go out a discotheque. It's New Eve, and you cannot stay in home. And I said, yeah, but we have to find some way to go. Let's put a wig and mustache, a jacket, something. And we buy a wig with natural hair. Fantastic, better than my hair. And we go out in one hotel in the center of Madrid. Like in the rooftop was a bar, discotheque. We go in the lift, everyone look at us. Who the fuck is that guy? They look like rock stars. And we went to the rooftop. And Ricky, we're gonna speak only in English because nobody gonna know who we are. And the time that we went to the bar, I speak Portuguese with Ricky. I say, Ricky, what you want to drink? The only time that we speak Portuguese. And one guy behind me, they say, Cristiano, I know it's you. I say, no way. This is not possible. I don't react. Inside, I feel like so bad. I feel like irritated. During the night, that guy, he told everyone in a discotheque, listen, that guy is Cristiano. And I feel, because I'm a tall guy, that everyone in a discotheque, they look at me like, but nobody knows that it's me. And we maintain the night. We stay there like 2-3 hours. We go sleep. It was one of the best nights I ever had.
Because you were free again?
Yes, I feel free.
I get that. You see, it's interesting, isn't it? The great joy you had was the freedom, and yet for the rest of the time it's like being in a cage, right, for you?
A little bit, yes, I can say it's a little bit. Because you cannot be yourself 100%.
How many people in the world do you completely trust? Completely?
Completely, 100%.
100%.
I'm not gonna say names because I think it's not fair. But I will say 4%.
4?
Yes, 100% trust, 4%.
Wow.
I have a very close friends, family, but who I trust 100%, maybe 4%. 100%.
How do you feel about that number? Is that enough for you?
For me, it's enough. I really don't thinking too much about it, but it's the way we live. It's the life. It's like that. You know you have to know that.
Of alcoholism, really. The more I dug into his story, the more empathetic I got to him in the sense that he had gone as a very young man to war for Portugal in Mozambique and Angola. And the experience had a bad effect on him, like it did on many young Portuguese men. When you learned more about what your father had to go through, did you have more understanding then of why he became the man he did?
Peace, I don't know. When I speak about my father, I feel sometimes no words to explain what it was my father.
We found something which I don't think you will have seen. It was an interview on Norwegian television where they just turned up at his house, a house I think that you'd bought him. 2004, the year before he died, and just before the big Euro final. And they just talked to him on the doorstep. And if you don't mind, I'd like to just play you the clip, because I think you'll find it very interesting.
Família e populares e amigos e coisa tudo é fantástico. Fico muito orgulhoso de ver o filho daquelas condições.
Dette huset i Madeiras hovedstad Funchal kjøpte Cristiano Ronaldo til foreldrene etter overgangen til Manchester United.
Vou agora para ir lá a Lisboa ver a final, mas não vou, porque os nervos são tão grandes que não dá capacidade para não fico muito atacado. Não. É melhor ver na televisão.
Men moren følger 19-åringen i Lisboa. Hun hans nærmeste støtte og livvakt.
É indispensável, exatamente. É o carinho que ele tem e a mãe é guarda-costas que ele tem. É verdade, é guarda-costas que ele tem. Tá.
Very emotional for you.
I never saw the video. Dá papel, filho. I never saw that video. Unbelievable.
To hear your father speak about how proud he was of you, it must mean a lot to you.
Yes, a lot. I think the interview will be funny, but I didn't expect to cry. But I never saw these images. I don't know where you. I have to have these images to show my family. But I really don't know my father 100%. He was a drunk person. I never spoke with him like a normal conversation. It was hard.
Did he ever tell you that he was proud of you to your face?
No, yes. He said that he treated me unbelievable. I was like the diamond of the family. And he knew it. He knew it that I will be a football player. And for me, it's made me sad because everything. Sorry.
What's the sadness for you?
To be the number one and I don't see nothing, I don't see to receive awards, to see what I...
He never saw how great you
No.
became.
No.
What you could see from that interview was how much it would have meant to him, I think, was very
Yes.
clear. He clearly had a huge
All
back.
my family see, my mom, my brothers, even my old son, but my father, they didn't see nothing. And he died young, but it is what it is. Maybe I get everything in the football because he is in the sky and give me
Do you feel that?
energy. Yes, I feel.
How has it affected you, do you think, as a father yourself? Has it determined the kind of father you wanted to be? The self-discipline that you have, you barely drink, you never smoked or taken drugs or any of those things, you've been very self-disciplined. Is that because actually part of you wants to show your kids that there's a different way?
Yeah, I wanna be a good father. I think I'm a good father. Nobody's perfect. I'm still in the process to learn, but I think I'm a good father. I took the example of my mom, my family, my father, and I want to be a good father.
What are the values that your family has instilled in you, do you think, that you want to instill in your kids?
They have to be humble. They have to work hard. They have to respect the people. The basic points. And when you add healthy environment around your house, the kids feel. And I want to be the most cool guy, cool father possible.
Let me let you into a secret. I have 4 kids. You won't be cool. You think you will. When you get to 40, 45,
Finish.
it's over. You become the least cool. It doesn't matter if you're Cristiano Ronaldo or me. You cease to be cool. It's going to come to you.
Yeah,
I want to break it to you gently.
it's part. It's part of the journey. But in that situation, I will be prepared. I know the kids, they're gonna grow. They're gonna have a girlfriend. They're gonna have a family, and it's good. I will be old. I will enjoy what I get in the football, and I will have a calm life. I hope.
His eldest son, Cristiano Jr. But that's where the similarities end for a 9-year-old being brought up amongst unimaginable wealth.
This generation, for kids, what I'm talking about. They have everything easy. They have computers. They have good food on the table. They don't sacrifice a lot to get what they want. I want to give the best. I want him to suffer a little bit to reach what he wants to be.
To have the hunger that you had.
I think this will be the most difficult part.
You took him back to one of your first apartments, and very interesting, where
The residence where
Yeah.
I used to live, yes.
with your friend, and you took him back there, and it was to teach him really about where you had come from, that you hadn't always had all this stuff.
I remember I was in Lisbon, very normal residence. I can say a poor residence. And I took him to the residence, to the room that I used to live. The same persons was there to working there in the building. Incredible. And I see the ladies, and they start to cry when they see me. And I took Cristiano to the room, and I say, Cristiano, look, the daddy used to live here. And he look at me, you joke, no? And I say, no, daddy don't joke, I live here. And he didn't believe. He didn't believe because what he see now, he don't imagine what we sacrificed, the hardest time that he had. He don't believe. So it's hard, but I think I'm gonna be, I know how to do it, to motivate him, to push him, but we'll be here. The difference will be here. I hope, I just pray that I want the mini Cristiano to be like me. But no panic, no problems. You're gonna be whatever you want. I'm not gonna make a pressure, just a little bit. And let's see what's gonna happen.
Let's talk about football briefly. You currently have 145 records where you've been most, first, or only something in professional football. It's a ridiculous number. You're a team player in the sense you love to win big team competitions, but you also love individual awards. They matter to you.
It's part of my sacrifice, my obsession to win, to have success. You know, when I say success, it's I worked for that. Talent is not enough. I dedicate myself so much that this is part of me. Records is part of me. I don't follow the records. The records follow me, which is different.
Are you addicted to winning?
Yes, I am. I'm addicted to the success. Because
that's the thing that really drives you.
Yes, I think so. And I think it's not something bad. I think it's good. It motivates me. If something not motivated, it's better, to stop. You understand? The record's coming in a natural way. It's different. But when you are close, you say, why not? For example, this record now, I think I had a chance to beat, and it's a beautiful record. The most top scorer in world history.
Of all the goals you've scored, I won't ask you to name the favourite. I'll tell you which my favourite is, for a number of reasons. It's the one you scored against Juve for Real Madrid.
Mine as well.
It's your favourite?
Yes.
We've got it here. And what meant so much to me, A, the technique of the goal is spectacular.
Crazy goal.
Secondly, it's against Juve, and the crowd reacted by giving you a standing ovation. And you went up to them and you beat your chest. And then here you are now playing for Juve. And I think it was all to do with that goal and that moment. Because to see an opposition crowd responding to your genius in that way, it moved me, and I'm not you, but it moved me watching that.
Helps a lot, trust me, helps a lot. By far the best goal I scored in my career.
Technically, from your point of view.
Technically, very difficult to do that. I tried to score these goals many years. I had 700 goals, and I never scored a goal like
when it went in, you knew you'd finally got it. What was that feeling like?
Oh, finally, I scored a bicycle goal, a beautiful bicycle, and the jumping. I think I'd never see a goal with a bicycle like this one. The way I jump against Buffon, against Juventus, quarterfinals of Champions League, probably one of the best goals I ever seen in football. Not just because it's my goal. If it will be another player, I will say the same.
Your mum has been the rock of your life, Dolores.
Yes.
Seems an extraordinary life force, but somebody always there for you. How important has she been to you?
My mom was the pillar of the family. And what I have today, it's big apart from her.
Your mum has to take sedatives before your big games. She can't even watch you play if it's a really big game.
She gets so nervous. I don't understand why.
Can you do anything to calm her or not?
More in the beginning, yes. She's not allowed now to watch big games. I speak with one, two friends, stay with her. She go a walk with her around the house because she gets so nervous. She was a few times in the stadium, and she broke 2 times the teeth because she's like so tense. What do we say when you get nervous and you?
She fainted?
She fainted 2 times in the
Really?
stadium. Yes. She's nervous. It's impossible. I cannot get. I say, listen, I don't have father anymore. I don't want to miss my mom now. So you're not gonna watch more games, big games, quarterfinals or semifinals or final. Go around, and she knew it as well that she cannot watch that kind of games. So I'm happy now.